Now you listen to the Gary Owen podcast. Hashtag Get Some.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Gary Owen with the Get Some podcast. You can listen to this on iTunes. Just search Gary Owen, hashtag Get Some. Or you can listen to this on YouTube, youtube.com/GaryOwenCom. We're going to start with my schedule. This weekend, May 23rd to the 26th, I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. Hence the Alonzo Mourning throwback homage t-shirt. Every time I wear this shirt, I get a lot of compliments. Everybody like, oh man, that's the NBA Jam shirt. So I'm in Charlotte this weekend at the Comedy Zone. And then next week, May 30th through June 2nd, I'm at the Addison Improv right outside of Dallas, Texas. And then June 4th and 5th, I'm at the Looney Bin in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And June 8th, I'm in San Antonio, Texas at the Empire Theater. 2 shows. We're filming my new comedy special for Showtime. It's called Doing What I Do. So that's where I'll be. I'm excited about the Showtime special. The Queen is back, Miss Kenya. She took a week off to let me get through my issues last week. For those of you that watched the podcast last week, I teared up at the end. I read my brother's. I think it's the first time I read Dallas's letter out loud. I had read it before, but never out loud. And that's a whole new ball game. And I think it was just a lot of a lot of emotion. I thought I was gonna be able to get through it, and then the first line, I lost it about just talking about him. But everyone's been very supportive that I watched the podcast, and everyone's been cool. We even had a troll last week that was trolling the entire, because we did live last week. You wasn't here. We did YouTube live, and this guy was just the whole time but it was he's probably 12 years old, you know. I just fingered myself and I just dug a dingleberry out of my ass. My balls itch. It was so elementary humor, and I saw it. But even when I started reading Dallas's letter from rehab, even he shut up or she shut up. So even they was like, okay, maybe this isn't the best time to troll. That's the only time I don't cry a lot. I used to not cry a lot until Dallas died. That was the one. I think it was just because, I've had quite, it sounds bad, but I've had, 5 or 6 friends pass away in the last 4 or 5 years, and family members. And I think he's the one that hit the hardest for me, just because I think I fought for him. I think I was fighting for him to stay alive. I was really trying. The other people died. It was, grandparents' old age. That's not a tragic death. And the other people that passed away that I knew, friends, it was sudden. Motorcycle accident, a car accident. Dallas, I think that hit home because you kept waiting for that phone call. And then it came, and I told the story of how my mom wasn't talking to me because of the BuzzFeed article. And I shouted that text saying, I don't want the next phone call to be something happened to Dallas. I didn't want to say death. I didn't want to put it out there. Right. So I said something. Then that was the phone call. Remember, I woke you up like 12:30.
Yeah,
that was tough, man. Dallas was so cool. What did you think of Dallas?
Oh, I thought he was cool. I thought he had he was very easy, and I thought that I think that he has your mother's sense of humor and sweetness. I thought he had that, and just easy. He was very easy to be around,
trauma free. Even though he's a heroin addict,
right?
We wouldn't know it,
and we didn't know it for many years. But yeah, he was just a likable guy. He was really a likable guy. He didn't need to be the center of attention, but he was just a nice guy. He was a nice guy.
Yeah, I think that's why. I think that's why his death hurt me the most. And like I said, he was the one that came to saw my stand up. Right. And was supportive of my career and was happy for my successes. There wasn't no jealousy or animosity. He was generally, even the letter that I wrote last week, when they finally got a day out to go out in town, he gathered up everyone in rehab and they went and saw Ride Along because I was in it. He got everyone in rehab to go see the movie, because I remember him telling me afterwards, he goes, the guys didn't believe me. That's my brother. That's my brother. He goes, no, shut up, man. I mean, that would think about it. You're in a rehab facility and a guy and granted, heroin people on heroin are some of the greatest liars. The stories they can tell are amazing. Just the stories my brother told me a couple times. I was looking at him like this. Oh, you must think I believe that. But can you imagine? They're like, yeah, right. He ain't got the same last name. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, yeah, for the trailer park. Ain't nobody got the same last name in the trailer park.
Right, that's funny.
So I did tell him the story, and maybe you can, what went on through your brain? Do you remember when I almost left when I first moved in? Because
I don't remember it quite the way you remember it.
You're going to have to boost your energy up.
I'm sorry.
You're so low right now. You're about to put me to sleep.
Sorry. So, first of all, I am a little sick, so I apologize if I start coughing or I need to blow my nose.
You starting? Why are you sick? I'm just kidding.
No, but listen. So I thought it. I'm gonna get to your question, but I thought I had allergies, which I think I have self-diagnosed myself. That turned into bronchitis. I've never had bronchitis before, but when I WebMD'd myself, these were my symptoms, and so I did not want to pay to go to the doctor. And I knew the kids had some extra antibiotics just laying around the house. And you know how us black people, we do. We got a friend, we got a mama, we got somebody. You got some antibiotics I could take? So I just started taking their antibiotics so I didn't have to waste my time or my office fee or, yes, I do see you. What an asshole. And, so now I just started taking, I think it's Austin's antibiotics to better myself. But anyway.
You say you WebMD'd yourself?
Yeah.
Who does that?
Oh, I do it all the time. Let me see. I've had MS. Now I have bronchitis. I called the doctor once and said, I am sure I have some form of cancer. So I am the worst. Okay. Within the last 6 years, I have had a touch of everything. But I really do think the bronchitis is a real thing. I think this one is real. That other stuff, maybe not.
It's a sore throat.
It isn't.
Halls.
No, but anyway, so I'm still sick. So, but when we were dating and Gary, I think he kind of romanticizes it like, oh, she didn't want me to go. Oh, she want me to stay.
You were crying on your knees.
All that is some bullshit.
No. In my mind right now,
okay,
I was leaving and she was hanging onto my ankle. Don't go, Gary. I gotta go. I'm turning into him. I gotta go. I'm turning into my stepdad.
That's so funny. So,
I dragged you down the stairs.
Right. Don't leave me. Don't leave me. No,
yes,
no.
Exactly
that was a different movie, a different relationship. But I am glad. But I am.
That wasn't you. That kid. Oh yeah, that kid turned out to be a piece of shit.
But I am glad he stayed. You know, if somebody want to go, you need to let him go.
That's so. And what happened?
So
my story isn't right. Clearly, from last week.
What I'm saying is he did say those things.
Let me tell you my story, and then you can tell me what's wrong with
I watched the.
Oh,
podcast.
You watched the podcast?
Yeah. Okay. I am very supportive.
Watch last week's podcast.
I did. Okay, so it is true. He had those thoughts like he would become his
You got to tell the whole story
stepfather.
for people that didn't see it last week.
Oh, okay. So Gary came up and said that, you know, he thought we should not be together because he thought he was turning into his stepfather who was not good to him.
Very abusive.
Yeah, like, yes. Okay. So, and he said, you know, I thought, and I was like, listen, I'm a good mother and I would never allow you or anyone else to screw up the hard work that we are putting into our precious Emilio. And I told him he would be fine because I'm fine. And I thought he would be fine as a step parent, right?
I took it as, don't leave us. You're so fucking amazing. Please. That's in my brain, that's how it went down. Like you held me and was like, you cannot go.
No, but I am glad that he decided to stay, but it just wasn't quite as...
That was 20 years ago. You're acting like it was last week.
I know, sorry.
I'm glad he decided to stay. It's been a fun ride.
Sorry, but yeah. So, I mean, so it was a conversation, and then he decided to stay without the dragging and the begging and the crying and all of that.
I was crying.
Okay, you know what? He was crying.
You were crying too.
Okay.
Yeah, you cried because I cried. Yeah, just like you cried last week when you watched your podcast. You're the most emotionless.
No.
You have a cold heart sometimes.
No,
you
no,
will
no,
watch
no,
me
no.
cry and be like this. You still crying?
No. No. Now.
You still crying over there?
That-
Really? Your brother wrote?
Excuse me. That is only after maybe time 4 or 5 of crying. I mean, I think the
can't.
first time you see somebody cry, and maybe the second or third time, it's very sweet and like, oh, he's so in touch with his feelings. You know, 4th, 5th, 6th times, you know, I'm thinking, what the fuck? Like, you need to pull it together. You got to keep in mind where I come from. I was raised by a mother that's like, you get it together, together. So,
and that's why you
but you do, heart. No. I touch you. I comfort you. I comfort my kids all the time. I thought it was sad to hear you read the letter out loud.
God, you said that cold.
I know. I mean, I thought it was sad. But I do think you cry more than you think you cry.
90% of my cry is over Dallas or something related to Dallas.
Okay, but I think all parents cry at the birth of kids or
so
tear
I
up.
cried.
Excuse
I teared
me,
up. That's
teared
not
up.
cried.
Okay, I cried, and then
that was the smell.
It wasn't a bad smell. I didn't poop.
I'm not talking about pooping. That placenta was something going on in that placenta. There was like some Arby's in there or something.
That is so gross. You just took a beautiful moment and made it terrible.
Well, on my nose. I was like,
that's a lie.
I
don't remember
I think
that.
Austin farted. Our baby farted at the same time it came out. We'll blame it on Austin. Damn.
I don't know. I don't remember, but maybe I was caught up in the.
It wasn't a smell.
No. Maybe it wasn't. I was just so caught up in the moment.
I got teary-eyed. There's a difference between crying and like.
And it's your kids, so that's fine. Yeah. And you
which
cried.
Our kids are old as fuck.
Hold up. You cried at our vows, our wedding.
Why? I was talking about Dallas.
No, when you saw me come out the second time.
Oh, well, a lot
watch
of that,
the show.
A lot of that stems from Rod in Dallas. Like the reason when we did our vow renewal, and I teared up because
no, that wasn't a tear up.
When you walked, the first wedding was so fucked up, man.
Yes.
When it really, everything could have been okay without the sucker punch, without my stepdad Rod sucker punching my real dad.
Yeah.
We could have got to the cake being dropped, the preacher. That was all that happens.
Yeah.
That's really, that's out of our control. But Rod just sucker punching my real dad at the wedding for no reason. Mm-hmm. And to see you got a little emotional that day.
Very.
And to see you like work so hard to make our wedding perfect. Mm-hmm. And for him just being so selfish to ruin it, I always felt like, even though we got through it and we laughed about it and I made jokes about it, I still felt like that was part of my fault because I knew he was crazy. Like when you know somebody's crazy and you tell people, and then when they validate it, then you're like this, oh, he really is crazy.
And for you who think you can change a crazy person to be not crazy, you can't. So either you're going to have to get used to the crazy or get away from the crazy. Like, that is just my motto. You cannot change crazy people. You could try to medicate them, and sometimes that works. But you can't change people that are off a little or a lot in some cases. You just can't. But I don't really talk about the wedding. You were able you were able to flip it into something like that. That you could tell jokes and laugh about.
But when you walked down the aisle and I saw the smile on your face, you was looking around everybody, and then Amelia, what was great about it was Emilio walked you down the first time.
Right.
And then he was, he walked you down the second time. And now I'm looking at, it was a little bit of like a proud moment for me because I was like, oh my God, that little kid is now a grown man that I helped raise. And then, and also I was like, okay, finally, Rod's not here. This is not going to be ruined. It was so much just happiness and love in the room. And I was like, I finally felt like that was the biggest wrong I was able to make right. And I think it was just a combination of that. And I knew I was, going to get a blowjob that night.
But no, it was really sweet. It was really. Now I'm not saying anything, but oh God. Ooh. Okay, so anyways, it was a really sweet moment, and I think that I am because I come from strong women, and maybe sometimes that can be taken as being heartless. But for me, if my kids are sick, I'm telling them it's going to be okay. If they fail at something, it's going to be okay. In my mind, I could be thinking like, what the fuck was going on? But I'm not going to put that out there. And I think that they expect that from me. I think the same goes for you. So if I see you hurting and crying, I'm not going to say, excuse me, I need a minute to be hurt and cry too. I'm a be comforting and let you know it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Shit, everybody cannot be crying at the same time. I mean,
yes,
somebody, no.
We did it when I said I was going to leave. We were both crying. I'm sorry.
One of us was being pulled down the stairs, I guess.
No, don't leave, Gary. I'm going, woman. I don't want to take you down this dark road. I'm about to lead your life. I'm saving you.
Oh God. Oh God.
So that's why. And then we both said something to each other at the wedding, and then I said, "There's two people that didn't make the show, that didn't make our reality show when we renewed our wedding vows." I said, "There's two people that I wish were here right now, and one was your dad, and one was my brother." And we had the nice little memorial set up for him. But it was,
that was
so
sweet.
Okay. So what else? So birth of my children.
Yeah.
You walking down the aisle.
Yeah. I think sometimes when you talk, when you gave the speech at Talawanda, were you crying because of your childhood, or was that was also?
It's both.
Okay.
It's both.
So only thing I'm saying is you're much more connected.
So you didn't tell any stories, but one, my kid being born, boom, told you shut down.
So I think you're much more in touch with your
But
feelings.
let me ask you this: before Dallas died,
Yes.
how many times did I cry?
I guess
the kids
not.
being born,
Right.
And then me leaving. That was it. So I was telling somebody, I said I went 20 years, and I probably cried twice in 20 years. And since my brother passed away,
Yes.
it's been waterworks, man. And I didn't cry when my buddy Devin passed away. My buddy Randy passed away.
Yes.
Thomas, I cried at his funeral when I asked to speak. Yeah, I cried. I guess it's just people dying. I don't like people dying.
Yeah, but I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, funerals get me.
Yeah, I haven't been to a lot of funerals. I haven't known a lot of people that have passed away. I did cry at my grandmother's funeral, but it was just, I saw my whole, life's relationship with her, kind of as I'm sitting in her funeral. I mean, I can still smell her homemade biscuits and.
Was that Nut Bar Grandma?
Yes. But, just
great.
Everything. Like I used to just spend the weekends with her and eat her grits and her homemade biscuits. And
I remember the first time I met her, you said she was 70. She looked 45.
Yeah. She had really beautiful skin.
There wasn't a wrinkle on her.
Yeah, and really pretty hair. And she has a really interesting story too. But yeah, so
and a donkey. Grandma had a donkey.
I'm sorry, women.
I was like this. Good, because she was short.
She was a little lady.
She walked away, and I was like, God dang, Grandma. Milkshake makes all the old men come to the yard. All I know is your grandma had a donkey.
But I would say the women on that side do.
She was... her butt was about the same length as the rest of her legs. Like her legs went up and then ass.
But it had a
small torso,
like a bubble to it. It wasn't just
donkey.
Like a flat.
Yeah.
They all got it except me.
If you stuck in the ocean with her, you just sit on that ass, you'll be dry and safe.
Oh God.
You guys were at sea. It's okay. We floated on her. We didn't even get wet.
Oh God. They all have ass and hips.
Your ass is not flat. It was never flat. It was I call it like a cup of coffee. It was perky. Like your grandma had grits, bacon, potatoes,
homemade biscuits.
She was the whole breakfast buffet with that ass. You're a cup of coffee.
That's funny. That's funny.
You need coffee to wake you up in the morning.
That's funny.
But you can see I'm a coffee drinker.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love my black coffee.
Oh, thank you.
You want cream in that? I don't want no motherfucking cream in my coffee, baby. Straight black.
That's funny. So
right.
anyways, it hurts me to see that you are hurt. But I think on the flip side, I think it takes a lot to be able to read a letter like that out loud. I don't think I could have read a letter that someone had written me.
From rehab. It's just the circumstances that Dallas's letter came from.
So.
We know it was rehab. You're like, God, he took the time to write it, to mail it, and he just put his heart out there in the letter.
Yeah.
You know, and I think and like I said last week on the podcast, that's the one sibling from that side of the family. Like, he really looked at me like an older brother. That's how you want your younger brother to look at you. You know, like I want to be like my older brother. I want to be like him. You know, or
at least have respect for him and enjoy his company and want to be around
and
him.
happy for him.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I will say my sisters, Emma and Kayla on my dad's side, they're like that too. Like they root for me. They're happy, but I'm the same way for them. You know, I'm equally as happy for all their successes in their life, and they're killing it as far as like just in life. Like Kayla just got her master's. Emma got her master's. They both got great jobs. Not even jobs. They got great careers that they're working at, and they're just doing good in life. And I'm ecstatic for them.
I think just in general, it is easier for people to be happier for other people, whether they have high-paying jobs or education or not, just when they are happy with themselves and their lives. Then it's easy to be like, I don't care where he is in terms of the income he makes or how smart this person is. I'm really happy. You know what I mean? Who cares? Whether or not I'm going home to I was living in a 1-bedroom with Emilio, a single mom, Santa Barbara, and happy as a lark. I mean, you could not tell me there was a person could be any happier. So I just think it just
depends. Some good dick in Santa Barbara.
A couple times. A couple times. Just saying.
Oh God, I'm gonna cry again. God, somebody in Santa Barbara was taking my life down before we were together.
Oh God.
That's funny as shit. All right, let me just talk about my T-shirt real quick.
Oh,
because it
Lonzo.
feels so good. The
And
feel good
women
fabric.
love. Oh, it really does. And women love.
Like, it's soft.
Yeah, women love feel good fabrics.
This is just a PSA. PSA, public service announcement to anyone with clothing lines or anyone that comes up to any kind of singer, actor, comedian, any kind of athlete and say, "Hey, man, where my stuff? Where my clothing line?" Because I get it a lot. I get it at least 4 times a month at my shows. Somebody handed me a T-shirt or a hoodie or anything. If you have Gildan on the tag, G-I-L-D, that is the cheapest goddamn material, and I'm not wearing it. I'd be looking at people like this. You really think I'm going to put this on? It feels like cardboard. It's just hard fabric, and it's cheap. It is cheap. Because even when I sell merch on the road, the T-shirts I sell on the road, it's good fabric. Like, I wear my own T-shirts. I spend a little extra on the money because there's nothing. Let me tell you something. There ain't no better feeling than being a comedian than coming back to a city and you see somebody in the audience with your T-shirt on. Oh. That means they've paid to see you before and they liked you. They're coming back and they're letting you know, motherfucker, I'm a real fan. I'm wearing the shit. And the fact that it's probably been a year and a half, and it still holds up. Ain't no Gildan T-shirt holding up a year and a half.
Well, not the least. I don't know if Gildan has different levels and quality of fabrics, but
really,
I don't know. But their very low end is not very comfortable, and it is very hard. So, and regardless if you're an athlete, an entertainer, or whatever, I mean, if you're just a person buying a T-shirt, you may want something that is going to feel good. If you're just a regular person,
but if you're putting a product out there, like, wear my stuff, don't give me no Gildan, dude, because basically you just got a cool silk screen on it.
I think Kanye was using Gildan.
Well, that's
and then selling them for $350.
I bought nothing.
I think it was a big uproar about his T-shirts.
There's I'd say it's crazy too, because even we were in Cincy. There's the guy. There's a guy. He has his own local clothing line called Native. Native.
Oh,
I give that guy credit. His shit feels amazing, and that's why I always wore his stuff.
Yeah.
One, he was repping Ohio and Cincy, but his hoodies are so goddamn soft, and his T-shirts, like, I don't know what fabric it's like he made them at the house. Like, they taste like homemade, like a homemade meal.
The T-shirts?
They feel like that. Like, you felt like
the
there was love and
sweatshirts,
care.
the T-shirts, yeah.
Man, it's stuff. But it was called Native Brand. And he's starting to expand out because his big thing was like 513 was Cincinnati area code.
Yes.
Now he's got like 312, like Chicago.
Wait a minute. He's also 513?
He puts a lot of 513 on the stuff. I don't know if there's a clothing line called 513.
Okay.
But his brand is called Native.
Yeah. Okay.
Stuff feels really good, man. Really good. But every time I would go pick up, like he'd call me like, hey, I got some new stuff in. Come get them. He'd always want to give me like a bunch of hats. And I'd be like, dude, I look like Jerry's kid. My head is not for the faint of heart when I wear a hat. It is. I feel like people give me money. Like, I'm sorry, are you on remission?
That's so funny.
Like, it's just I never had a hat head.
That's funny.
It's weird. My head does not form around a hat well.
Oh.
But he'd always give me a bunch of hats. And then when he'd give me the shirts, I go in there and, I just want to get in and get shirts. Like the ADHD kicks in. And he would break down how his shirts were made. Yeah, this is from a microfiber.
To you?
Yeah, I was like this.
There was a lot of yawning.
I was like this. Motherfucker, does it fit? How's it feel? That's it. That's like when promoters call you, not anymore because I have an agent, but when you first start out, like, Gary, I got a 300 seater. And, I got a 300 seater. And in South Bend, Indiana, we're going to Tuesday. My thing is, how much? How much? How much? I don't care how many seats. I don't care what you're charging. I don't care if it's for this fireman's benefit. How much am I getting paid, dude? How much? How much? How much? That's all I want to know. But yeah,
funny.
So just a PSA to anybody with a clothing line out there. I understand if you're getting off the ground, you're trying to get your name out there. I get it, man, but. You always say you got to spend money to make money, man. Spend a few extra dollars and make sure that fabric feels good. Because, look, I just talked about native clothing for just now. Same with Rich and Rotten. You see me wearing Rich and Rotten 80% of the time if I'm out. He's got this guy, Rich, you can go to richandrotten.com, but he's got his fabric. It just feels good. And the shirts look good. They make me look slimmer than I am.
Whoa.
The only problem with Rich and Rotten is, and it's no fault of their own, it's just my build is in between an XL and a 2X. Like I'm a little too big for the XL, but I'm a little too small for the 2X. It's almost like I need
where do you end up falling for the t-shirt? Because you wear their t-shirts all the time.
Well, I can, here's what I do. When I go to his stores in LA, he'll always just give me a bunch of shirts. And I'll just mix them up, give me half XL and half 2X. So what ends up happening is I can wear the XL once or twice, and then if the pit starts stinking, it's done. Like I'll give them to Austin because once I wash them,
wait,
they'd be too small once I wash them.
Oh,
so I'll give them to Austin after I wash them.
Oh,
and then he'll wear them.
Okay,
or I'll give them to somebody else. So if the XL I can wear once or twice, and then if it stinks, I gotta lose it. But the 2X, what I do, I'll wear it to work out because it'll look like a dang dress on me. Then once I wash it, it shrinks up, and then it fits okay. And then I'll start wearing it on stage.
God, so, Gary has really worked this out.
I do.
To make these t-shirts work for him.
So if I go, give me 10 t-shirts. You guys pick them out. And I always be like, keep in mind, I'm middle-aged white. So don't give me the Black Panther sign, or don't give me if it ain't real hip-hop, it ain't me, or some shit. Because he's got some crazy slogans. And I'll just, we're so in touch. We drank at the same time.
Ooh, we so connected.
Oh, okay. And then, I'll say, give me 5XL and 5-2X is what I usually do. I usually look at the 10 t-shirts. And then, but he always takes care of when I go to LA. So yeah, if you're looking for some cool t-shirts and everything, I put my name on it. I vouch for Rich and Rotten. You can go to richandrotten.com or just Google Native Brand in Cincinnati. Both of those guys they got good stuff that I like wearing and they both have asked me to wear their stuff in the past. And I'll always wear and vouch for them because
that's nice.
They don't go cheap on the material.
Oh, yeah.
For real. You like their stuff too.
Yeah, I like both their
Native's
stuff.
giving you stuff to
yes, wear. And let me say, I am definitely into fabrics, and I like both of their fabrics. I think.
Don't give me no Gildan though. I don't care who you are, Kanye.
Yeah.
Don't.
And let me just say, it was a huge uproar about that. Like within his first or second collection, and when he had the pop up in New York, so he may have fixed
all
that problem.
All that high-end shit he be talking about?
Listen.
And he used Gildan?
Yes. Yep.
God, it's so just disappointing. For real. All right, so I guess the other big news, and Kenya brought this to my attention, and I looked it up. I'm going to look it up again. What was there's a big uproar about a movie coming out.
It's a movie coming out, and this white guy plays this advice giver like over the radio, and he plays it as if he were a black girl, but listen, I just saw a trailer, and I didn't even watch the whole trailer. I saw about 15 to 20 seconds of it. So it looks like he is a radio host of some sort, but I don't know if they cancel his show because they're looking for a black voice or a black woman to do this show. I don't know. So, sorry.
Okay.
All right. So anyways, they were talking about it all over the social media. So anyways, he takes a job. He pretends like he's this black girl, giving advice over the radio to people that call in. So it is coming out soon.
You no info.
How much more info?
I'm talking about the day the movie comes out.
Oh,
and
I don't know.
The name of the movie
I don't
is.
know. I don't know. Oh,
Loqueesha.
Oh, it is called Loqueesha.
It's called Loqueesha.
Okay.
And it is supposed to drop.
Does it say
nobody
who's in
you know.
Oh.
Jeremy Saulville wrote, directed, and stars in a controversial film. Limited release July 12th.
Okay.
And I guess what the uproar is the movie is basically about what you just said. A white guy's looking for a radio job.
Exactly.
And they're looking for a minority woman, a black woman to play it. So he comes in.
So,
which, I don't know what the uproar is because you brought it up about white chicks. The Wayans did the same thing with white chicks.
As soon as I saw the trailer and then like this uproar, I don't know if it's a real uproar or a fake uproar, but I thought, white chicks. The Wayans did that in white chicks. I mean, they pretended, got in makeup and pretend like they were these white women. I mean,
I won funniest black comedian in San Diego. For real, and it's similar. I was listening to the radio, and they said, I'm driving in my car. I'm just starting out as a stand-up, and the radio station was Z90, hip-hop station in San Diego, and I hear a commercial. We're looking for the funniest black comedian in San Diego. And I was like, what the fuck? I literally pulled over on the side of the highway, because this is before cell phones, got a pen out. They gave the phone number out. Boop, boop, boop. I called the number. I entered. Found out the day. They said, yeah. And basically, anybody could enter. They didn't ask if I was black or white. Now, granted, I put on a little black voice when I called in. Hey, what's up, baby? Yeah, I heard there was a contest. Yeah, funny black comedian. He's like, I didn't go too over the top.
Okay, I was going to say.
And they were like, yeah. You have. And the lady on the phone sounded super white. Yes, you show up here at this time on this day. All right, Dan. Yeah, appreciate that. And then I got there and I signed up, and keep in mind it's San Diego, and there was a Mexican guy in the contest too, so it wasn't like they were discriminating. By the time I got there and signed up, it was too late not to have me on. And what happened is the contest was so bad. When I say it was the easiest contest I ever won, I mean, it was not the who's who of stand-up at this contest. It was brutal. It was so bad, and the host was bad. Everything was bad that by the time I got up there, if I was the 8th out of 10 contestants, I think it was Owen that got like huge laughs. And my comedy was so bad back then. Like I would come out to Destiny's Child. No. And you say, yeah. And I'd just walk out real slow, like I was slow motion in the video. And then right when that beat would hit, I would start like damn near twerking and booty shaking. A white guy dance a little bit. Everybody went nuts. I had them. It was a blowout. But to me, it's similar.
I don't know if it's similar, only because I think this is an extremely exaggerated version of what black is, or black women, or a certain type of black woman. So I think that may be what the uproar is about, but in the same vein or whatever, white chicks was an extreme exaggeration.
Oh, remember they even said the N-word? They go, we're not allowed to say it.
So
they're not here.
I don't know. I just think there are other things that we could really be more mad or pissed about.
Listen,
I think this is a fake issue.
White chicks fed into every white stereotype, even to the point of Terry Crews, a pro athlete, going after a white woman. And the bottom line was, it was funny. It was funny. Sometimes stereotypes are funny.
Right.
Okay, look, this is what I'll do. I'm going to read because I guess the director responded last week.
Oh, to the uproar?
So, yeah, the writer and director of Loqueesha, and this is from Essence.com.
Okay.
Yes, seriously, put in parentheses, has responded after Black Twitter became enraged once discovering the existence of the new independent film where a white man pretends to be a black woman to get a job at a radio station so that he can get this, pay his son's private school tuition. That's white as can be. Jeremy Saulville, and I've never heard of Jeremy, wrote, directed, and stars in this controversial film, which I will say, I give props to anybody that can sit down and write a movie and then somehow get the funding to get it made and directed it, no matter what it is. Slated for limited release July 12th, according to IMDb. Follows a white man who uses auditory blackface to fulfill the tired stereotype of the strong, sassy black woman as played by Mara Hall. Black Twitter's not here for this movie, and rightfully so. Critics immediately began to point out the more obvious problematic aspects of the movie's premise, but also the layers of societal and racial issues associated with it. They compared the film to Soul Man, the 1986 comedy where a white man wears blackface to gain admission to Harvard, which, no, I love that movie. I thought it was good. I thought Soul Man was good in '86. Critics also jabbed the strongly coded title and the unlikeliness that a black woman would ever be offered a job sight unseen right away. No shit. It's a movie. A lot of that shit happens. Saulville tried to defend his choices over the weekend by comparing his work to the 2004 movie White Chicks.
Oh my gosh. I did not read this article. I swear I didn't.
Where the Wayans brothers go undercover as a pair of privileged white heiresses to protect them from potential kidnappers. He even went as far as posting a picture of himself with star Marlon Wayans as if it were some type of implied cosign. It's clearly Marlon doesn't know him in this picture.
That's funny.
And this is from Jeremy Seville. With Marlon Wayans, Loqueesha movie meets White Chicks. Have a great weekend, everybody, he wrote. Wayans immediately responded Friday night, shortly to interrupted. I hate when people tag me in their bullshit. It's annoying as fuck. That's what Marlon wrote. Like Wayans, Black Twitter is not pacified by the picture. See what else he has to say. And this is just Black Twitter going in. Like I said, I haven't seen the movie. There is, you can take it too far.
Yeah.
Which it's now after reading this guy and the direction he's going, I think he might have. I have literally changed my mind in the middle of the podcast.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I've changed my mind.
But I'd have to see it. You know, but Loqueesha, there's nothing worse to me. And even the Wayans are guilty of it sometimes too, going for the easy, obvious stereotypes. You know, black people eat chicken and watermelon. White people can't dance. Asians are smart. Black people can't swim.
Asians can't drive.
Black guys got big dicks.
Well, now.
Whatever. Yeah, I mean, and the Wayans are guilty of that, and White Chicks to some extent. Like I said, they went for the black athlete chasing the white girl.
Right.
But honestly, if it's done right, it's funny. It's like when you say to me, when I say something to you and you say it's your tone, you know, there's different ways you can say things, and it is your tone that changes. It's the tone of this movie. We don't know what it is yet.
Yeah. But we're going to talk about it because, like I said, the 20 seconds of the trailer I saw, I don't know. I really wasn't offended yet because I immediately thought of White Chicks, which I wasn't offended by either. So.
At all. And it was funny. That was honestly, that was probably one of their best movies outside of Little Man, just because I was in Little Man. But other than that, White Chicks, to this day, when I watch it, it's hysterical. Out of all their, I think, a lot, Scary Movie was good, but White, because I remember somebody went and saw it, and I literally, when White Chicks came out like in 2004, I was like, oh, how was that? Because I was looking at it probably like Loqueesha, and I don't know who said it, but they were like, it was good. It was good.
So
they were surprised.
White people mad at White Chicks? Did you guys like White Twitter?
I don't know white people.
What?
I don't know any white people. I'm like this. I don't know any white people.
No.
You talking to the must be on the wrong podcast.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I don't know. I just thought then when I saw it, I was like pleasantly surprised because I thought it was going to be the whole boom, 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 like I said. And they did feed into a lot of stereotypes, but they did it in a good tone. It was good. I mean, White Chicks is probably
good as in funny.
Funny, yeah. And even though it was like Terry Crews was my favorite character in that movie, I thought he killed it. That's wifey right there. And then the whole and I need you.
Okay,
and I want you.
Your memory regarding some of the craziest stuff is crazy to
when
me.
Terry Crews did
For
his
you
hand,
to remember the music and all of that.
Oh, when Terry Crews did his face.
Oh, I don't remember that.
And I need you. And I want you. And because when they were in the car, that was funny. When the way it's in the car singing that song.
Yes.
But when I'll tell you, it was funny. So we shot Little Man was the next movie after White Chicks. So Sean and Marlon and Keenan, they all worked on White Chicks. Then they all go do Little Man like a year and a half, 2 years later. So we're in Vancouver, and I remember I was talking to Rick Alvarez and Mike Titus, who were producers at the time. Titus is now a director, but and they were saying, God, this movie's so different than White Chicks. I said, what do you mean? They shot Little Man and White Chicks in Vancouver, but they were all like, you got to realize, everybody back then was early 30s, late 20s. He goes, we had nothing but badass chicks on White Chicks. Because the movie's supposed to take place a bunch of rich white girls all over the place. So the producer's like, dude, every day on set was just badass white chicks. And then Little Man was Marlon on a green screen. And then the cast wasn't that big. The only girl was Kerry Washington, really. So I remember the guy going, this is not like White Chicks. Coming to set, I go, sorry, man. Sorry. Funny. So I'm not sexy like that. But he did tell me, and he would not tell me who the girl was. They did tell me one of the girls in White Chicks, they go, if you look at the movie, for some reason, she's always up towards the front of the camera. They go, she had a way of just always being right there. Because there was like 4 or 5 girls that were always
agendas
together.
And mission.
Right. I go,
they
said when we would watch playback, they go,
that's
for some
funny.
reason, she was right there. Like,
that's so funny.
She found a way to be in the front of that picture.
That is so funny.
You know? Even I'll tell you a funny story Terrence J probably doesn't know. When we shot Think Like a Man 2, when we shot the scene with Floyd, right? Literally, me and Terrence almost got in a little shove-a match like this with our shoulders. Because they said, all right, everybody get a picture with Floyd. So it was only the guys on set that day. So I got right next to Floyd. And when I tell you Terrence got in between me and Floyd, I was like, am I about to push this motherfucker? Like, we both went like this with our arms to put around Floyd. And Terrence was like, nah, motherfucker. I'm putting my... And I was looking at him like, did he just get aggressive with me? This tiny little bitch? Literally. But he won. I backed up. Ain't worth it.
That's funny.
Floyd's done been to my shows.
That's funny.
I was like, Floyd's done seen me perform live. He interrupted my special.
That's funny.
But he literally got like little elbow on me like this. Oh, wait a minute. Terrence got a little aggressive.
Oh, is that a big thing? Like if somebody comes to is that a big thing to be next to?
It just depends on who it is. I mean, at that time, Floyd is the champ. Well, he ended up undefeated, but he was the champ. He'll always be the champ. To me, he's the greatest boxer that ever lived, bar none. Not even close second. He was just that good. Somebody that never got hurt, didn't take a lot of punishment, and made guys look stupid in the ring. I was like, dude, I will never doubt Floyd Mayweather since when he fought Castillo. Corrales, Diego Corrales, who was knocking people out. I got done with my show in Atlanta at the Civic Center, busted my ass back to my hotel so I could see it on HBO, and I just knew Floyd was getting knocked out. And this was like 2001. I was like, Floyd's about to get fucking fucked up by Diego Corrales. And when Floyd beat the shit out of him, I go, I will never bet against that motherfucker again. I will never bet against Floyd Mayweather.
Is he retired?
Again. He's retired unless somebody comes with some cash. The thing about boxing, when you can generate money like Floyd, that's hard. I don't care if you're 40 or 41. Somebody comes and be like, hey, Floyd, want to make $150 million? I'm about to get back into shape. What would you say to me? Well, okay.
You'll be okay, baby. You're going to be okay.
No,
You'll be all right. Go out there.
If I'm a boxer, right, and somebody offers me $100 million, but I'm 42 years old, haven't fought in 2 years, and every time you get in that ring, you're taking your life into your own hands. You hear about boxers' wives going, I want to make sure we're comfortable and he's around and be here for our kids when they're grown up.
I believe in you. Them bitches don't believe in them. Okay? I believe in you, Gary.
You ain't shit. I can't believe I cried. I can't believe I cried in front of you. I'd be like this. You'd be like this. Oh, Gary doesn't cry anymore. He's a vegetable.
With the best care ever. No.
Really?
Yes.
What would you say? You'd say go do it? 100 mil? Because I'm taking you from me to you.
Yeah.
I'm like, Kenny, go get that ass beat. Well, my
that's why we've been together so long. We know what it is, okay?
Deontay Wilder wants to fight. Who's the heavyweight champ, by the way? Wants to fight Kenya. It's $100 million. I'm like this, Kenya. You can do it.
I'll be like, you ain't got to tell me twice, okay? I'm getting in the ring. He gonna swing. I'm gonna try to act like he hit me. Hopefully, he just grazes the face.
You gonna throw the fight?
That's right. That's right. I'm not above it.
What if they say,
I'm just not. I'm not above it.
If we know you through the fight, you're not getting your check. So you got to go in there and really try to fight.
Am I like the champion of the world or something like that?
No, you Kenya right now.
Oh.
You are Kenya right now.
Oh, so he's going to make more.
What? It don't matter what he makes. You're going to get $100 million. You going to get in there? I get in there. I'd be like this. I would cover my head.
My kids are older. I mean, I've given the best years of my life to all y'all. So I'd be worth more dead than I would be alive. So I'm doing it for the family.
I'm about 3 of you. These are my 3 new Kenyas, new and improved.
What a fucking asshole.
My dog will be named Kenya.
No, you'll be that guy.
The property be named Kenya.
Do you remember B, who's the model? She owned the restaurants. Her husband moves in, the new white girlfriend.
B.
Her name is B.
You got to start prepping for these podcasts.
Sorry.
You came with a movie you didn't know the name of. Now you came with another story.
Well, forget that story. If I were sick with Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
And if you got a new girlfriend, would you move her into our house?
You wouldn't know.
Let me see. I'm saying this right here, right now. Don't fucking let him move another woman into my house.
I will say this, and this goes both ways.
I don't care if I don't know my name. I don't care if I don't know his name. I don't even care if I know it's my house. I do not want some other woman coming into my fucking house pretending like it's her.
I'm going to tell her, you go in the room and you're going to wipe off her slobber.
I'm going to let the kids know today, because obviously this one cannot be trusted, okay?
Well, I'm being honest. She's a real cool one. She ain't going to remember you tomorrow. That's the same way, like, when you hear about people that are paralyzed.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about the neck down, like paraplegics, right?
Yes.
That would be selfish of me. And I'm, just to be brutally honest, like if I'm a paraplegic, right?
Yes.
And I would hope I would just have a wife like you, and I know you would. I know you.
Yes.
I know you take care of me.
I
know
would.
You're good at taking care of me. But I just don't want to know if you're fucking somebody else. I'd be like this. I can't expect you to just sit around and shit. As long as I don't know him and he's some young fucking fuck up that doesn't know any better.
First of all, that would only happen on Tuesdays. And I would not do that.
Really?
I don't think so.
That's a lot of stress. I probably would.
I don't think so.
I'd take care of you. I'd never leave you. I'd be there for you.
Because
I'd be Robert Kraft at the Rising Star Spa.
That's funny.
Hey babe, I'm going to Safeway to get some almond milk. I'll be right back. Like this.
I think all these side chicks.
That's not a side chick.
Hold up, for you it would be.
No, that'd be $40.
Oh, that's different. But I think when you get these side chicks in any scenario, they end up wanting to be a main chick, and I think the same thing with men.
Robert Kraft went to the spa. It has never interested me to go to anything like that.
Yes.
Ever. This Asian women aren't my thing at all.
So if it was like all big butt booty, big black butt booty,
butt booties?
Wait.
Booties or butt booties? That's
booty,
type of booty.
Big booties.
You talking about grandma nut butt booty?
No. And they all have a sense of humor. All the women have a sense of humor, and they got big booties and black, and no gunshot wounds and no stab wounds. Like picture perfect.
Stretch marks.
Okay.
Stretch marks.
No stretch marks.
Ooh.
Okay, this is before kids.
Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Did you just come?
No. Oh, it's a tough one, baby. Don't put me on a lie detector test right now. No emotional attachment. No callbacks.
No.
Shit. That's why you never go in Jamaica by yourself. One of them pool boys. Stella got a root back too. Kenya Duke.
I think that's real.
Huh?
I think that Jamaica thing is real.
What? Well, Ebony Magazine did that article like 15 years ago where they said if you're a single, it's just for black women and black men. If you're a single black woman, do not let your husband or boyfriend go to Rio de Janeiro by themselves. And if you are a single black male, I guess they were assuming you're with a black partner. Do not let your black wife, black girlfriend go to Jamaica by themselves. Oh. They said because the pool boys just be rubbing your feet and telling you how beautiful you are.
They be walking around the pool swinging it.
Uncircumcised schlongs. I don't know if they're circumcised or not in Jamaica. Big dark ass black
Okay, stop.
dicks.
Stop. Man, do they have nonstops to Jamaica? No, I'm just kidding. I would not do that. I'm too afraid of diseases, so no. I would maybe watch, but I would not participate.
Okay, whatever.
I would not. But if somebody pulled it out while I was laying in a pool chair, I would look at it. Okay, I don't want to touch it, but I would probably look at it.
No, I know you. You would critique it. You'd be like this. Ooh, you got good blood flow. Coming to the top of that, yeah.
Can you just lift it a little bit? No.
Yeah. God, your balls are perfect circumference.
Perfect.
Whoa.
What perfect balls do you have?
Well,
No.
talk about going from one. Listen, this podcast started emotional and ended. I don't know where we just ended.
You know why? Because I make you happy, and I bring the happy side.
Except that's why I didn't want me to leave. That's why you was hanging onto my leg while
Don't leave me.
I'm telling you, she was crying. That's all I know. She was.
Well, your story is a better story than my story.
Completely better. Completely better. So, all right. I don't know if we're gonna go see Loqueesha. The guy doesn't strike. The guy looks like he's clout chasing when he shows a picture of Marlon Wayans.
Yeah,
all he would
I
have
agree.
to do is do a video saying, "Guys, give the movie a chance. I'm not. If he's serious about it, he should be like, This is. I'm trying to put black women in a positive light. I'm not feeding into the stereotypical, loud, obnoxious, don't listen to nobody. Because I guess he is a relationship advice expert in the movie. But just seeing him putting Marlon in a post just changed my whole outlook on the dude. I feel like he's clout chasing now. I do give him respect for writing and directing and getting a movie made, but.
I think it won some film award.
I'll still watch it. I'm still going to watch it. I don't know if I'm going to pay money
I was
to the
going to say,
theater.
we're not going to pay money to see that.
But I'm still going to watch it whenever I get a chance to see it. That's what we do. You watch good and bad movies in this business.
Yeah.
So I'm still going to watch it. I mean, I think it'll be better than Trap. Maybe not. Trap 2 starring Gary Owen. Sorry. All right, y'all. This is Gary Owen with the Get Some Podcast. We'll see you next week.
Listen to my podcast. Just go to iTunes, search Gary Owen, #Get Some.